In this video, I'm walking you through how to easily post every single day on Instagram, how to post literally every single day and make it really easy for you, make it actually a really simple thing, not a challenging thing for you to actually do, because it can be really simple. And I say this from experience. I've posted every single weekday on Instagram for literally 6 months now. You can scroll back and get the evidence for that, and I'm not stopping. And it's one of the easiest parts of my business, honestly. And I have really cracked the process for just showing up consistently there. And it now feels really simple. It feels really easy for me to do that. It doesn't feel challenging at all. And also I get a lot of results from this. I get really great clients from this, just from how I'm showing up there. So I'm going to walk you through the hacks that I use to post daily on Instagram and to make it just so seamlessly simple and easy. Not just how do I do that, but how do I do that? And it doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take over an entire day for me. And I just make it really, really simple while getting really great results from that as well. The first thing is templates. These are such a game changer. I have templates that I use for all of my posts. So essentially when I'm going in to create a post, I can have a beautiful graphic. I can have an amazing, carousel, but all I need to do is just go in and change the wording. I just go in and change the text essentially for that post. There's not a lot I need to do. I make it really, really simple. And I also have some caption templates as well. So I have prompts that I give to all of my clients for the hooks of the post. So I know always that first line, what that's going to be. I have the caption template as well for the end piece where I'm talking about my offer. I know exactly what that's going to look like, so I can copy and paste that in. Again, I just make it so simple for me to actually write a post and me to actually put something out there. And I'm never ever starting from a blank page with content creation. I'm never ever starting from zero. That's not a thing I have done for years now. I've always had some kind of template, so I'm starting from something. So templates, such a game changer there. The second thing is I don't actually create daily. I think some people make it really difficult because we think, okay, if I'm going to be posting daily, I need to have a, content creation time at least a few times a week to kind of just be getting out that volume. And that is not the way to do it. You want to really focus on batching as much as possible. I'll do a week or 2 weeks of content at once. So while I'm posting every day, everything is scheduled. I don't even need to click the button to upload the post. It's scheduled ahead of time. It's going out by itself. I don't need to do absolutely anything there. And also I'm always keeping content creation ahead by a week. So I'm actually really making sure that, if I was sick for a week, it's completely fine. I'm not missing anything. There's no panic at all. I always have that buffer time built in. So I'm completely good essentially with my content there. And then the third thing, and this is such a game changer for just every area of business, is I separate the decision and the execution time. These are completely different parts of our brain that we're utilizing for these two different things. When we're actually making decisions and deciding creatively, it's the very feminine kind of energy of content creation of what are the ideas going to be? What am I going to be talking about? What are the points I want to be sharing? Versus the execution is very much the masculine side of, okay, let's create this post. Let's write this out. Let's schedule this out. It's very much the masculine side there. So separate these two things instead of jumping between, okay, I'm going to batch my content one day. Okay, what's the idea going to be? Now I'll create this. What's the idea going to be? Now I'll create this, and jump in between those two different sides of your brain, because it's really tiring to do that. Actually just spend some time creating all those ideas, having all of the inspiration, all of the creativity in one time, and then a separate time, do the execution. So when you're actually coming down and sitting down to, write that post out and actually produce that post, you have the idea already. You have what the hook's going to be. You have the points you want to touch on. It's just a case of producing it. You can just put on some music and write that actual out and fill in the gaps essentially. But the ideas, have that as a separate part. So for me personally, what I will do is I'll have a running ideas list, and I'll just work through this in the week before as I'm, having client conversations, as I'm just doing my work, going about my days. I'll be having ideas anyway. So I'm noting these down and starting to just flesh these out in in-between times. And then I will sit down to execute at a completely separate time. And it makes it so quick for me to execute because I don't need to make lots of decisions and think a lot during that process. I'm just saying, okay, here's the post, here's the hook, here's the 3 points I want to make, here's the end piece where I'm talking about my offer. Great, now we just fill in the gaps essentially and just add that text into the carousel, for example, where I've already got the template for that anyway. So it makes it so simple, just splitting up these 2 times as well. So you can actually be creative at one time and then a separate time, actually execute and, formulate like all of these final pieces. So those are my tips for how I make it really, really easy for myself to post daily on Instagram. If you found these tips helpful, make sure you give this video a like so you do not miss the next one. Make sure you subscribe as well. I post daily videos at the moment for service providers, helping you to get more clients and get more traction and get more results from your Instagram, including your content, your marketing, and your sales. So make sure you do not miss those by hitting the subscribe button. And on that note, I will see you tomorrow for the next video.